Alright guys, this is Docm with another Minecraft video. You heard it guys, and this was my new intro, and this is the start of the new world tour guys. We are here, this is the first area, this is the perimeter. I made something around here which in my eyes is the perfect way to start your world. It has a lot of advantages. First of all, it gives you a basis to get all your needed materials in an unlimited amount. Second, you will get so many resources by building it that you will probably never have to go spelunking again. But as we see, the sun is rising. This is one special feature of my texture pack. That's one thing I wanted to talk about. Look around. You can see it. Some of you already recognized it when I did my teaser video. Well done guys, you observe very well. So yeah, this is the Faithfull pack, but with my special Docm77 edition. If you look around, for example, you can see the water here. The water is really light blue and clear, and it's a nice color. That's one edit I did. Also the lava, we will take a look at this later. We changed it. Also the sun and the moon and the glass. I made the glass a little bit different. As you can see down here, it's very clear, so you can see through very well. That's why I also choose this light bluish water. You know, later on, if you're gonna have mob systems and stuff, we're gonna have good visibility. For sure, Arnold is inside the texture pack again. I need to find a way to get him from my old world to the new world. Maybe I can find something. Yeah, this is the texture pack. Why did I choose it? I love Misa and I still think it looks great, and I hope you guys are not disappointed because I don't use it anymore. But I wanted to get a little bit closer to the look of the original game. I think if you look at the Faithfull pack, it basically looks exactly as the game, but a little bit better. So this is the go for that. So I hope you like my choice. It might be edited even more. I'm maybe not 100% satisfied with the cobblestone here, but yeah. Next thing we need to address, my skin contest. So I told you guys when this video airs, the skin contest is officially over. The video aired. The contest is over. I think, yeah, I got a favorite or two, and I will inform you as soon as possible, meaning the next few days. So don't worry, if you're the winner, you'll be on our server really fast. It's a lot of fun. Talking about that, server is coming along great. The guys on there already are doing a great job and made a lot of cool stuff. Next thing, my skin. I'm not wearing it today. As you can see, still plain old Docm standard texture pack. Yeah, as I said, you will see. You will find out soon. So, next thing I wanted to talk about, my new website. Scorpweb, shoutouts to him, credits man, thanks a lot. He redid my website. This is an early stage, but you know, all the functionality is there. We're gonna pimp it up over time a bit, but make sure to check it out. Like it a lot. He did spend a lot of time doing it, and I think it's cool. It's a different setup now. It's a blog-like setup. I like it, and I'll try to frequently update and, you know, make another create another way for you guys to inform what's going on. There are Twitter links on there, the Facebook, and everything. For sure, talking about Facebook and stuff, and downloading things, the texture pack I'm using will be available for download. Not so will be my world file. I will handle it the same way as I did with my old world tour. This is my world. I'm gonna keep it until I think it's done. Sorry guys, but you have to live with that. But, you know, the key for Minecraft and for me has always been having fun playing the game. And having a map that belongs to me, where I do my experiments and my games and stuff, is a key element for me. You know, I enjoy it, and don't worry, as you've seen with my first world, eventually I will release it. But please guys, don't put any pressure on this or about this topic on me. Also, progress in the world tour. I'll sure give you a progress report. You maybe cannot see it, but in this world I worked more than 40 hours, way more than 40 hours, because of what you see around me. And what is that all? Well, this is the perimeter. And that means, you know, I'll make progress, but as I always play legit in my single player world here, the new world tour, it will take some time. You know, I have a private life or a real life. I has to work a lot. Lately I've been working 12-hour shifts on a regular basis, even on the weekend. Even today I have to go to work when I'm done recording. So guys, please don't put too much pressure on me. I will try to work as much as possible and release as often as possible. For sure the universe tour will continue. For sure I will have other dual comms and collabs as I used to have, frequent competitions and whatnot. Also one thing I need to address, the policy with shoutouts. A lot of people were asking me actually, hey dude, can you help me? Can you give me shoutouts? I think asking somebody for giving you shoutouts is the wrong way. You have to earn them. That's how it normally works. So do something cool, help me around my world, I'll give you shoutouts. I will try to have shoutouts quite regularly, but I don't want to spam you people with shoutouts every episode, because in my eyes then the shoutouts are worthless and not as special anymore. I hope you're happy with that thing. Also, I need to address my video viewing policy, giving credits policy, and yeah, answering comments policy. Slowly but surely, you know, I'm getting more and more subscribers. That's obvious. You can see that. So it's harder and harder for me, you know, to answer all comments. I'm still trying, and I think I'm able to keep up still. But keep in mind, guys, I might not be able to answer comments saying, hey dog, you're cool, or great, or awesome, sweet. I might just put my Twinkie face there, or my smiley face, or sometimes not even reply to it. But I will try. I promise I will try. You know. Also with your PMs, make sure I said it often before. If we have a conversation going on, please include the previous emails to make it way easier for me, because really often I have to go down and search my inbox and what were we talking about, because it's not the easiest thing to keep track of you all. And I think I'm done with the talk. If I forgot anything, I will mention it in my next episode, which will be out soon. That's it for today. No. Sorry, guys. Now we need to do some explanations. So, what is that here? Well, basically, what I was looking for was a biome which has a lot of water. Oh, squid over there. And is a forest biome. And right now, we got that here. And why does it have to be a forest biome? Well, very, very easy. Because I want to spawn animals here. This is the reason I made this whole thing. And I want to be able to spawn all animals. And if you don't spawn wolves, and if you're not in the right biome, namely taiga and forest, you won't get wolves. So what do we have here? We have 275 by 275 by 4 high, or was it 3? I think 3 box basically. It's the perimeter. It's marked out with that cobblestone wall you can see going around all the way here. So why that size, guys? Well, right here in the middle there's that teeny tiny little island. Around there were many. I think I removed 2 bigger and 3 medium-sized islands and many small ones. Advantage, tons of sand, cobble and other resources from that. But disadvantage, quite a lot of work because you often have to dig underwater. So, alright, why did I do that? Well, as we all know, the friendly mobs will only spawn on grass. Before, we had to have light there, so torches, which made them spawn especially in the night. That was changed. Now, the only way to create instant spawning would be to have an area that makes it impossible for any mobs to spawn around you, only at the area you want them to. Eso is achieving this goal by his astroturf. He's on a little island as well, but a way bigger one than mine here. And he replaced a lot of the grass, or most of the grass, or removed most of the grass. So no mobs can spawn anymore. But I wanted to try a different approach, because in my eyes it's a lot of work replacing all the grass, and yeah, I never liked it 100%. And it's getting dark, and now I want to demonstrate you guys what we did here. There's a lot of stuff going on down there as well. I will explain in a minute. So we're going up. You can count, it's 24 blocks. Now watch this little island below me. Tell me if you like it. Boom, there we go. There was the first sheep. So let's have a look. And there we go. Instant spawns all over the place. You know, this is all about mob science. If you want to know why this works, basically check out the video of Eso where he does his mob trap. In there he explains a lot about mob science, and basically you have about 124 blocks where mobs can spawn. Outside that area there's a really high chance the mobs might despawn instantly. Also there's another area, the so to speak a hot zone. If you're more than 24 blocks away and less than 32, the mobs will instantly spawn like you saw down here, but won't despawn. So now too bad we didn't get any wolves, but we will eventually. I tested it for sure. So this thing is working. This is the reason why I made all this. I didn't change the island yet. The thing you can see over there where all the animals are gathering, which is by the way pretty interesting as well. I'm not quite sure, but somehow, yeah, it seems like the animals are drawn to the light and seem to wander towards that. I don't know if that is really true. I have to do some more tests to confirm that. But yeah. So what is this thing here? Basically this is exactly the middle of the whole thing. Around here I will have my friendly mob spawning pad. It will be 34 by 34 blocks with water channels and continuous flows and stuff, and the mobs will then drop down in a 2 by 2 shaft and go to my work area. And I think, yeah, we might head down there. We're gonna explore around here later. So what was going on? Now we're going down 24 blocks and the ceiling height is 5. So if we are standing on the floor right here now, oh, fire. If we are standing on the floor here, we're exactly 29 blocks away from the top. That means mobs will continuously spawn, but not despawn. So it's right up here. This is where the shaft will come down. Up there. And what is that now? This is my working area. I will expand that thing. I will dig it out more. And yeah, so for now there's not much cosmetics going on. It's all about setting up the functionality. This is my storage area, just a temporary thing as well. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm cooking up a lot of stuff to pick it up. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Now I want to continue with the basic setup. So this is one thing. So if we're here, we constantly get friendly mobs. On the other hand, no, whew, that was lucky. On the other hand, down here, as you can see, I already haven't harvested all resources. There's a lot of them still here. But this will be the mob spawning grounds, hostile mobs or tall mobs and spiders and stuff. And it's exactly 24 blocks below the other one, the working room here. And it's 3 high, 34 by 34. I'm gonna have water channels. Yeah. And what does that give us? Well, it gives us an area where we can work, where we can produce other resources. I will have farms around here, a mushroom farm, a wheat farm, a seed farm, stuff like that, you know, where I can produce anything I need. So from here mobs are coming up, from here mobs are dropping down, wool's gonna be here, gunpowder, bows, everything you need and you can produce from the mobs, and that's what I think is key. You know, it also gives us access to TNT, and it's really time to extinguish this fire here. It keeps spreading. Oh yeah, there you can see the new lava texture, by the way. It keeps spreading, but nothing burns down. Really weird. So yeah, over here, so to prevent the friendly mobs from spawning anywhere else than on my little spawning pad I will create later up there, now on my island, I did the water thing. For the other mobs, as usual, I did the lighting. And that's what we did around here for at least, I'd say 20 hours or something. Cave exploring. I was lighting out basically all caves in the 275 by 275 area, at least all caves I could find. You know, I was constantly looking down with F3 and monitoring where mobs are spawning, and tried to localize the pockets where they spawn, and I think I found most of them. And then I went ahead as usual. You can see some of the caves here. Yeah, run through them and light them up completely. So that's what I did. And I think this mob trap down here will work just as fine as the spawning grounds on top. I think this thing will work on very, very high efficiency, because this time I really take good care in lighting out all caves I could possibly find. And what is the good side of that, despite having all those resources later on? Well, you also get a lot of building material. Cobble, I've used a lot of cobble. For the wall, you got around the perimeter here. It's if I remember correctly, but I think I do, it was about 85 or 86 stacks of cobblestone, so quite a number. I got most of the cobblestone from digging away all the islands and stuff. And let's see, what else do we got? Those are still empty. Oh yeah, there's some wool, some lapis I found. Pink wool. Yeah, there was a pink sheep. Annihilated it. This is my wood collecting area. You know, it's kind of organized yet. Oh, there we go. Iron, more iron, mixed, and gold, a lot of gold. What do we have here? That was the wood. Yeah, some more precious items, and as you can see, already found a lot of diamonds. And I will not hoard them, I will use them for sure. I just wanna, use up those 2 picks here, and from that point on I will go with the diamonds again. Let me see, yeah, I've been smelting some iron already, some glass and clean stone prepared. I have about 8 of those furnaces, and I keep them smelting most of the time. Yeah, over here, sand, mostly from the islands I removed, more sandstone that was around the islands, coal, Bunch of redstone, more coal, more coal, some signs, buckets. Um, so yeah, my stash is growing rapidly, and as usual, you know, if you do big digs and stuff like that, you will get so many resources. You don't have to worry about anything soon. And that worked out fine. By now, um, dawn should be there, and there should be the sun. Yeah, rising. That's good. That's a nice timing. So we can have a quick look at the sun I added. I didn't want to have the square-shaped sun. I just like the sunrises with mesas, and think it looks great with light bluish water. And yeah, we got some more animals here. So this thing is obviously working. And I thought I had a boat somewhere around here, but it doesn't matter. I have to remove this island anyways. Get off my backpack. I need a boat. And now I think we should ride around and tour the area a bit and give you more impressions of the perimeter, because it was a lot of work, guys. I'm trying to make the ocean floor 3 deep everywhere. I'm not completely done. I replaced a lot of the ground and filled it in with dirt. But yep, this will take some time. As we know, boats are delicate. We better take 2. You never know, it might break easily. So let's quickly head up. Yeah, my bed here, you've seen it. Come down here to sleep. And now let's get up there. Have our boat ready. And as I told you, here will be the spawning pad. This is the center. It will be 34 by 34. We will go all the way around. And now the boat. Yeah, I placed it on land. There are more shafts, as you can see. What are those? Basically, with those shafts inside our perimeter area here, I marked out interesting spots. Basically, all the shafts you can see, I found mob spawners. I haven't raided the chests. We're gonna do that in the next episode when you see further progress I made. Some people were saying, "Oh, you're not gonna have clay." Hopefully, because you know there's obviously a bug that not enough clay is spawned in newly created worlds. Hopefully, or luckily, I created the world in update 1.6.2, I think, or 1.6.0, and there was clay. I found enough clay already. So there is clay, not very close to here. I have to wander around a bit, but there is clay. And as you can see, we constantly have squids spawning in here, over there as well, because it's a huge, huge water area, and I haven't explored that much. That's the key, you know. The mobs can only spawn in your known world, and you better try to redo a map over and over again and don't have to walk too far from your spawn. My spawn is basically somewhere over there, right at the edge of the perimeter. You know, try to recreate maps to find your suitable location. Don't try to explore too much in the beginning and wander around. That's my opinion. I think we head out to the outer wall, so you can have a look there. Yeah, and that's what I did. You know, I was riding around here with my boat, checking the place with F3 constantly. When I saw something down there, I stopped, jumped out of the boat, made a little yeah, small tower with dirt, and dug down to the cave, was lighting it up, and then building my way up and closing the channels up again. I only left those open where I really found some interesting stuff. Somewhere back there's a huge cave. I closed up off the entry. I have to look for it again because it was huge and was a nice cave. Now we're at the perimeter. As you can see, yeah, oh yeah, there's some sand. I need to remove that. So let's arrive here. So this is the perimeter. It's a border here. It just, it's just for optics, so I know where my inside of the perimeter is. Later on, I'm planning to replace this thing with white and red wool, to have it look cool. So I like the idea of having it marked out, clearly visible, so that's everybody can tell that's an experimental area. If I dive in the water, you can see here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 block all over the place. There are deeper pools still and minor areas. I have to find, basically what I did, as I told you, was in my boat, and still am a lot, riding around, observing the floor, checking out if there's some area that needs some work. I'll mainly use dirt to patch those deeper areas. For example, maybe here is one. Let me see. Let's get out of the boat. Oh no, yeah, there you can see it. That's one area I patched out with dirt. And that's what we do. Why do I do that? Well, in the end, I want to have a squid farm for sure as well. Oh, well, if you can talk about squid farms, yeah, well, because their spawning behavior is kind of weird, but the only way to get them is try to collect them in the deepest areas of your water, or sea level, or sea areas, and that's what I'm planning to do. When I'm gonna have it 4 deep all over the place, I can have certain areas where I have it deeper, and this will be my collection points. Pretty sure it will work. The dimensions of the thing are huge. I hope you get a feel for it now. You don't even see the corners of the perimeter every time. And for example, here in the middle there was a deeper water area, and keep in mind I've dug out a lot as well. Complete islands. Basically completely insane, but yeah. So look, for example, here it's deeper. Then I just do this. Dive down, go up again, and go down again, and have dirt with me. Put it in there. I'm even running out of cobble and dirt, because yeah, especially the dirt and cobble I used already a lot. Basically everything I got is almost injected into the world, so to speak, because let alone this wall took 85 stacks of cobble, so that's quite a lot. I think I'm done with the basic explanations. If you have any questions, why did you do it like that and why not, and if you didn't get anything, please feel free to comment and ask me. I will try to explain, but I think the principle behind the thing, oh yeah, now we got wolves over there, look. The principle behind the whole thing is pretty obvious, As you can see, when we come back here now, there are mobs spawning like crazy. This is a really small island, just imagine having a 34 by 34 regular spawning pad with a killing mechanism. I think we will have nice spawn rates around here. For the next world tour, which I will release as usual 2 or 3 times a week. I will finish the mob trap below and on top, I guess, or at least below, because it takes some time again. Thank God the 4-way mob evader was fixed, and I also saw a cool design for a gate I want to try. Also, I will hook up or try to do the mob spawning pad up here, and try to improve the floor of my ocean here, make it 3 deep everywhere. And that's look, the wolves are already on work. And later on I want to have a complete friendly mob system as well, because I think it's useful. I will have my battery farming, my design I showed you just recently. I will hook up a link for the guys who don't know it. I might use it as a wolf separator and shearing device. I got some ideas, and yep, it's there in my head. Now I need to make it. I hope you're not disappointed by what I show you today, and I hope you were not expecting epic buildings and stuff. I mean, it's all legit, takes time, and preparation is key. You know, guys, this time, you know, last time when I started my world tour, all I did was digging out a gigantic hole. This time I planned it out really, really well, and I think this is a good start to a world. You know, probably anybody should do something like that to for sure, you know, ensure all the materials you need. And it's always good, you know, to have pork chop and stuff around, wool, spiders, which is cool now, you know. You heard it, you only need 4 strings to make a cloth block, so that's when hostile mob traps will come in way more handy. And I have to think of a nice spider separator and killing device for those little fellas to get their silk. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of interesting stuff in the future. I will for sure not only do you mob signs and stuff, that's for sure, you know, the design aspect is always key in my world, and I will try to take care of that as well. But as usual, functionality first, then the looks. And I think we're on a good way, because yeah, I got a good idea for the whole thing down here. In the end, it's gonna look epic, hopefully, and it's gonna be a busy place around here. So, guys, I think as the sun is settling again, up some wool. Come here to pick it all up. I need to pick it all up. I need everything. Yeah, I think I'm done. That's it for today. This is episode 1 of Docm77's new world tour. Oh yeah, I need to address one more thing. I said I'm gonna go underground all the way. Guys, I can't do that. I need some surface area, and I want some surface area. I thought about that. I mean, I want some cool towers and stuff. I always like towers, so I can't go underground 100%. But for now, I'm gonna go underground because I have to continue to work. Next step will be the mob spawning pad down there will be finished for the next episode, and we're gonna do some efficiency tests, and hopefully I've hooked up the spawning pad on top as well. So guys, that's it. The much anticipated start of my new world tour. I hope you were not disappointed. I hope you can see the potential in this thing, and I hope you can imagine how much work it was lighting out all the caves. You won't believe how much time I spent down in the caves, and that's basically where I made up my mind, okay, I can do a whole world underground. It's just too depressing in those caves all the time. Okay, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, please give me your feedback. That's it for today. I'm out. Bye.